We're looking at writing sums as a calculation as opposed to finding an answer. We want to find the actual sum we need, and we need to just remember how to apply BIDMAS to the situation as we go through each of the steps. So in this particular question, we're looking at a large amount of students, but we don't want all of them, so we have to select that. So I'm going to try and colour code the sum as we go through. So 2/3 of the Year 8 year group are going to ride their bike. So 2/3 times by the 99 to work out the first part. Then I want 1/4 of the 124. Then I want 30 of them, so that's just a plain 30, and then I want 2/5 of them combined for the last bit. And then after the total number, so that means I'm going to add them all together to get the total. So it's showing the steps. It's not an answer I want, it's showing the steps for each part of that particular question. I'm making sure I've got the brackets in the right place to be able to answer it. Now there are variations, so we can work out what individual bits are, but that is primarily the answer for this question. So in this question, I want you to have a go at working out the sum that you'd get the answer. So I don't want an answer, I want the actual sum. So I don't want to have an answer in pounds, I want the actual calculation. So think about BIDMAS. Think how I'm going to use that to set everything out. So pause the video and try and answer the questions. So we're looking for the difference. So that means I'm going to do the bigger number, take away the smaller number, and that will find me the difference, and then that will give me the amount of units. We're then going to times that by the 21 pence. So we don't need to put the p on, we just need the 21. And then that will give my answer in pence, but to get my answer into pounds, we're then going to divide the whole thing by 100 to get the answer in pounds. So you need to make sure you do things in the right order to be able to get to the final answer. So these are the questions that you are going to answer. I'll zoom in to each set of questions so you can pause the video when needed. So the first couple of questions there. So if you pause the video and attempt the question, the first one is very much like the first example we went through, and then the factory is making wooden blocks for the second one. You need to think about the volume with both those and what you would do with the volumes. Just be careful of the units because they are different. So pause the video. And if I move it up, so again the first question is very similar to one of the examples I went through. All I want is the calculation, remember, I don't want the actual answer, and just think about the units as well as you go through. Okay, so again pause the video and attempt the question. So I can't give you any answers, your teacher is going to have to check things for you because it's all about the actual sum as you go through. Make sure that your action sheet is correctly filled out, and double check you've got the right unit calculations as you go through. Well done, and go on to the next task.